Hello Classic Crew, and welcome to today's video where we're going to be talking about 5 ways to show respect to your husband. If you are new to my channel, here we talk about classic living and traditional values, and I would love if you would consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell, as well as heading over to my Substack newsletter where you will get access to a ton of exclusive content, including my book club, my podcast, and our community discussion threads. Now, I'm sure I just got a ton of people up in arms just for saying that you should respect your husband. But that is trash. It is very important for us to respect our husbands, and it's very important for them to respect us. Now, I think often because I do videos that are geared towards women, people think I don't think that the husband needs to respect his wife. That is stupid. I clearly believe that relationships need to go both ways, but there are really nice ways for us as wives to actually go out of our way to respect our husbands. And men need respect in the same way that women need to feel cherished. Now, I'm not saying that women don't need respect, and I'm not saying that men don't need to feel cherished, but women need a specific relationship to make them feel special and loved. And men need a specific relationship that will make them feel respected and honored. That is how relationships often work. And that is okay. It is okay for us to have different needs in our relationships, right? Men and women are different, and we balance each other out in really beautiful ways. So there are things we can do to respect our husbands and make them feel honored. And I want to share 5 of those things that we can do today. And they're not a big deal, but if you're gonna feel like women are oppressed and women are the victims, then maybe you're not ready to get married. So let's get into today's video. I'm feeling a little sassy today, friends. When I talk about honoring and respecting your husband, I feel like I get on my high horse a little bit because it's as if you're not allowed to do those things. And I do. I honor my husband. I respect him. I think that he is a brilliant man, and I'm so glad to be his wife. So I am excited to talk about these 5 topics. Number 1 is clean up the house, or at least do half of the chores. So there is something really lovely about cleaning the house for your spouse. I work from home, so I am happy to take on the chore of cleaning up the house. On top of which, it legitimately bothers me more when the house is messy than it bothers my husband. But if I were to let the house get out of control messy, then I would not be respecting my husband's home and my home. I would not be showing him the honor of saying, this is the house that we have built together, and I respect you enough to keep it beautiful and clean for you when you get home at the end of the day. Now, I talked about this in my cleaning video, and I will talk about it again here. Does that mean that if you work a full-time job and your husband works a full-time job, that you need to still take on 100% of the chores? Absolutely not. If you guys are both working, then you need to come up with some sort of solution where you guys are taking on an equal amount of housework. But that means that even if you are working, you have to do your half of the chores. Sometimes I think we can get bogged down in what we have to do for work, and then the house gets out of control. And if your husband is doing his half of the chores and you're not doing your half, then you're not showing him respect either. So if you are at home and you are able to do all the chores, keeping your house clean is a really beautiful way to show respect and love to your husband. And if you guys both are working, then you need to still do your half of the chores to show respect to your husband that you both are going to work together to keep your house clean. Having a clean home is just a hugely important thing for so many reasons. It shows respect to yourself, it shows respect to God, it shows gratefulness for the things that you have, and it respects your husband. Even if your husband isn't somebody who notices mess all the time, he will notice if things are just untidy to a point where you can't really live your lives. And it's important for you to take the lead and make sure that the house stays clean, stays tidy, stays welcoming for your husband. Number 2 is listen to his day and his interests. I think it can be easy once we get into the marriage stage of life to kind of stop listening to our spouses when they tell us about something that we're not directly interested in. But that is such a bad policy, and it makes both sides. I mean, I would feel disrespected, he would feel disrespected if we just stopped caring about the other person's day. Even if it's not totally interesting, even if it's not totally relevant to my life, what you did at work today. If he wants to tell me what he worked on, I want to listen because I love and respect him and it's relevant to him. And it's really a nice thing that he wants to share that with me. I think it can be easy to brush off someone wanting to share something with you that you're not interested in. But what's really important to keep in mind is that that is an expression of love. When somebody wants to share something with you, it's an expression of their love that they want to share it with you. So keeping your mind open, listening, being an active and engaged listener, that will really make your husband feel respected and honored, as he should be, because he is a really good guy. Clearly you married him for a reason. So sitting down, really listening, taking the time to hear what he says, it's a really important part of a good marriage. Number 3 is make his favorite dinners. Knowing somebody's favorite dinner is such a nice way to show love and respect. I have learned what Jacob really loves, and I will do my best to make those things on a consistent basis. Does that mean I do it every single day or even every single week? No. But it means that I know what he likes and I go out of my way to make sure that he gets it. Making food is such a beautiful symbol of love, and it's such a beautiful symbol of respect and honor. And I know that this is a love language for Jacob. I know that when I make him food he likes, that it feels like I love him and I respect him. So I can do that. I enjoy it. I will go out of my way to make him something that he loves. If you can figure out, even if it's something simple, that your husband loves and enjoys, make it for him and show him that you've listened and that you love him and that you want him to enjoy the food that you make. Number 4, and this one is the most important, is stop talking badly about him. We live in a culture where it is par for the course that when women get together, they're going to tease their husbands. When couples get together, the wives will make fun of their husbands. It's like built into the culture, and I absolutely hate it. I hate the idea that we have to tease our husbands, A, in front of them, and then B, behind their backs, and make fun of what they do. And I'm not saying I've never fallen victim to it. I think that it is very easy to do because we're looking for some sort of camaraderie. But it's disrespectful and it's rude. And if husbands did the same things to their wives, if when couples got together and the men were all teasing their wives, it would be like so jarring. But we for some reason allow for wives to do that about their husbands. It's rude, it's not nice, it's disrespectful, it hurts people's feelings, and it's emasculating. So don't do that. Get out of the practice. If other people are doing it, you don't have to respond. You don't have to join in. It's not your responsibility to make everyone else feel comfortable about a bad thing that they're doing. It's wrong, and I think that we need to break that of our culture. Last but not least is keep up your looks. I think that it is really a nice thing to keep yourself looking your best for your husband. Men are visual. Men are attracted to beautiful things. So he fell in love with you because he thought you were beautiful. And that doesn't mean you're going to look the same at 18 that you do at 50. But what it means is that you need to still put in the effort to look your best so that your husband knows that you want to stay beautiful for him. And I know, I'm super pregnant right now. I'm 38 weeks pregnant. And I recognize that, I'm not going to look the same right now or even a year from now that I did before I got pregnant. But that doesn't mean that I'm just going to completely let myself go, stop shaving my legs, stop doing my hair, stop exercising because my husband's made a commitment to me. I think that that is such a terrible view of things. Once your spouse makes a commitment to you, that's not an excuse for you to become worse. It's a reason for you to become better. So keeping up your appearance is a really nice way to respect and honor your husband. So those are my 5 ways to respect your husband. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comments how you respect your husband. I would love to know. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, and make sure to head over to my Substack newsletter where you'll get access to a ton of exclusive content. If you aren't already following me on social media, it's at Classically Abby, absolutely everywhere. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!